Welcome back. Now we're going to start cooking. So before we've got all our ingredients laid out, I'll need a cloth that is dry and clean. If it's wet, it's more likely to burn my hands. I'm just going to put that on my apron, nice and neat, out of the way. Let's bring you down to where the stove level is so you can see what we're doing. And here you can see I've got a frying pan on and I've got the light on it already, so it's going to be starting to get hot now. And I've also got a pan of hot water that's 2/3 to 3/4 filled, and that's on a high light, and that's going to be for our spaghetti. So I'm going to put in a tablespoonful of salt into our hot water, and once that's boiling we can put our spaghetti in. Now don't forget that we're not going to break this spaghetti up. We're just going to let it go into the sauce, into the saucepan, and it will cook down. So let it just leave it there a moment, and when it softens we'll push it down and keep pushing it down. In the meantime, in our frying pan we're going to put a little bit of oil. We don't need lots of oil, just enough to kind of cover the bottom, sort of a teaspoon amount if you like. And then we're going to put all our vegetables we cut earlier on. And you can hear those nicely sizzling away there. And that was our onions, our carrots, and our celery. Just leave that sizzle for a few minutes. Turn the heat if you want to. Just give it a little bit of colour in that. And you can see the spaghetti now. We can just push that down a bit more. And that's starting to really go in there and get going, starting to soften nicely. That'll take about 15 to 20 minutes to cook. So once the vegetables are cooking away there, give a few minutes to sizzle away. We're going to add to that our mince. Put that to one side, and we'll let that all cook down a minute. While we're doing that, we could just grate our little bit of cheese to go on top. Watch your fingers here, don't get your fingers caught in it. Now I'm using cheddar here because that's what I've got in the fridge, but we could actually use some nice bit of parmesan preferably. But the choice is yours, or you may want no cheese at all. Just going to do enough for what I want at the moment. I'll put that to one side. My mince, a bit of a stir. And also I'm going to give my pasta a bit of stir now, as that's all gone into the pan now, and that's going to boil away quite nicely. Get it all in, lovely, great. Get rid of any rubbish you've got on your board, you can go in the bin. Get rid of all that. So all again, we keep it nice and tidy. And now we're cooking away with this mince. See, that mince is starting to break away. What we're looking for is the mince to cook out all the way, so it's all nicely into bits. We don't want to add our garlic too early, or the garlic will burn. So it looks to me like the mince is going to take about 10 minutes to cook out before we add the rest of the ingredients. And our pasta is also going to take 10 to 15 minutes. So we're going to break here in a second, and I'm just going to let that cook, and I'm going to come back to you when all that mix is cooked.